I just got 2 supercars, 1 crash damaged.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shit, no.
And 1 fire damaged.
It made some news.
So far, we've taken apart the crash car, taken every usable piece that we could get from the burn car. We found some fiberglass, repaired all of the fiberglass we could, got a bespoke body from the UK, even cut out the engine from the old car, welded on the new front end, and now we are here.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Noble M400 build. You guys have been killing it by hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. We just passed 150,000 subscribers in 11 months. I cannot believe that it's happened, and that is all due to you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support. So with that being said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Now that we have the front end welded on the chassis, the next step is doing some really cool extras and things that is gonna make this car stand out. I'm gonna go to the metal shop and get some gussets made so that we can strengthen up the front where these things are welded. Also, we're gonna go take those floor pans that I took off of both cars and I'm gonna go get some new floor pans made. I have some really cool ideas and I think it's gonna make this car just that much more cooler and set apart. And not only that, we're gonna go over to the powder coater and we're gonna go see Jonathan. He's gonna do 3 different samples of colors for us. And then we're gonna decide between those 3 colors, which one will look the best on the frame. And I want your guys' input on that. So comment down below which one of the 3, when you see them, that you like. That's enough talking like I always say. Let's get to work.
My first stop was to the metal shop to get some custom brackets made.
I'm over here at Florida Metalcraft and I'm about to get some plates cut for the Noble, and that's why I'm here to talk to this guy right here. Matt, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, so I've known Matt for about 7 years now, and Matt owns this company. He's part owner in this company, and you guys do some really amazing metal work. You have some really cool tools, but one of the things that's really interesting about this business is it's 93 years old.
93 years this year.
93 years old. That in itself is a crazy accomplishment, and that's something that speaks volumes for the type of work they do here. I'm gonna go inside right now and we're gonna get the plasma table fired up and we're gonna cut some really cool pieces, and this might be hinting at a design that's gonna be going on the car. So let's get going in there. I'm gonna show you guys some of their really cool equipment. We're gonna get these pieces cut and we're gonna get back to the shop. We're gonna weld in these gussets that I'm getting made right now, actually. So let's get this done because I am burning daylight. Let's do this.
Huge thanks to Matt over at Florida Metalcraft for taking time out of his day to stop and help me make these brackets. If you guys ever need any metal work done, check out Florida Metalcraft in Winter Garden, Florida. He is an absolute professional along with everybody else at the shop. With all of our brackets cut, it's time to head over to the powder coater and meet my buddy Jonathan.
We're back at the place where you want to get powder coating done, Luxury Choice Powder Coats, and my friend Jonathan said he's gonna meet me here. I don't know where he's at now.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man?
Special things, special plays, special players.
We special people.
There you go. He didn't know about sketch.
I had no idea about him. So I'm here, I've brought those parts that I showed you guys earlier at the shop. We are gonna do some test samples, but Jonathan over here is gonna clean one of the parts up now, and I'm just gonna show you guys how that looks, because we're not gonna use these parts. These are burn parts. They probably got a little crystallized and, you know, not great for putting back on the car. Gonna be a little more rigid because they got so hot, but I wanna show everybody what this looks like and the idea that I have. So later on in the week, we're gonna come back and we are going to see, you know, what these look like against something that I'm also doing, and I'm also gonna show later in the video. So let's get started. Okay, so you're basically doing like water blasting, right?
Water blasting, yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's see what this does. Dude, that's freaking cool. Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, all right, here you go.
All right, you got this, my man. All right. Now, hey, it's got some kickback.
Let me hold the hose.
It's got some
Gotta hold the
kickback.
hose.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Dude,
Hey, there he goes.
this is awesome. All right, that's enough. I'm gonna give this back
Got a
to
little
you.
bicep workout?
You're the professional. I don't want to get dirty. I feel like I just put these shoes on this morning because they were clean.
All right, leave it to the pros. Just give it back to the pros.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let Jonathan take care of all this. I want to come back later in the week, and I'm gonna have you guys take a look at the color choices that I have for the frame and for the suspension, and maybe you guys can vote down below what we should use. So let's get going to the next shop where I'm gonna go over and we're gonna check out something else. Something interesting as well as creative that we're gonna do on the car. Something that's never been done on this car before.
Now I travel about an hour away to visit our friend Joey, the frame doctor. Joey was detrimental in fixing the 675 LT for Freddie, as well as the P1. He did all of the carbon fiber structural repairs, just as you can see he does here in his shop on these bikes.
Well, I told you guys I wanted to do some carbon fiber accents on the car, but what I didn't tell you is I was expecting to do a lot more carbon fiber on this car. And one of the pieces that I showed you was this right here. This is the rear diffuser. So I've taken off 2 of these pieces here, and I'm gonna remake these so that I have some nice flat panels that I can do a mold from. But none of this would be possible without this guy right here. So Joey, I have tasked you with an interesting task. I am going to make carbon fiber floors on the Noble. What do you think about that?
I think again, it brings the car up to date. I mean, it's a pretty cool car.
I think it's gonna make this car definitely up to date, 21st century, like look really good.
Right.
You know, it's gonna be something that is going to be a challenge for sure.
Right.
But we have a lot of the panels here, and you're gonna use some of these as molds basically to make the sheets.
We're gonna try to use some of them as molds, at least templates, and to get all the basic shapes, we're probably gonna go a little bigger so you can cut to fit.
Yes, so I'll be cutting these to fit the car.
Get the shape.
Perfect. So I'm excited because we've decided to use a really unique carbon fiber weave, and we had some sitting, there we go. So this is the hexagon style weave. It's a hexagon, right?
Right, 3K hexagon weave. And again,
Yeah.
it's a pretty strong weave. It's really cool what they do now when they're knitting this and putting it together. It comes up with a pretty cool pattern. And I think with all these pieces, it'll really look sharp.
It's gonna set the car off.
It'll really look good.
So I already went to the powder coater. I have him doing 3 colors for me. I'm gonna show those 3 colors against some carbon fiber later in the episode. But now you guys know exactly what I'm gonna do when it comes to the floors. This is gonna be something here that I think sets the car apart from any other Noble out there, but also it's gonna make this a true SEMA show car, because that's what we're about over here. You know, like he's a closet car guy from what he just told me this morning, which is not true. He's a car guy. And if you haven't seen Joey's car, Joey has a amazing carbon fiber Porsche, and it's what is it again? It's a
75 914.
oh my goodness. See, yeah, so closet car guy in my butt, like you're
914 Outlaw.
yeah, see, this guy is, and it's pretty cool. So interesting fact, Joey actually taught me a little bit about how to keep carbon fiber from failing super fast, and he did it on the 914. He did a black tinted clear over it, and that actually keeps the carbon from getting hotter, because you said carbon is actually 10 degrees hotter than a metal panel that's right next to it, right?
If it's in the sun. If you have a say you have a black car and you have a carbon panel, the carbon panel will be somewhere around 10, maybe 15 degrees hotter.
That's crazy.
Again, the stuff absorbs heat. All the race car brakes are carbon because it can deal with so much heat.
That's really cool though. Like, so that's part of the reason why I decided to do carbon fiber floors, is because I figured, you know, even in the engine bay area, which I don't have that panel here, we've actually drawn it out on one of these over here. We're gonna make two, one big one and then one that is the shape of the engine bay. But I didn't know that carbon was so good for even hot areas, so.
Well, it is. If you look at, say you look at a bunch of guys that have their carbon fiber hoods and all the paint is peeling.
Yes.
Because the paint can't deal with it. The paint actually just will come off. I mean, it's just, it gets so hot. That's why these interior pieces, they'll be pretty forever.
That's gonna be awesome.
That's kind of the way it works.
I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait to open the door up and have this on like the sill plate on the floor, and then having that powder coat, that nice powder coat to kind of make it pop. So not sure on the color yet, but I've narrowed it down, but we have 3 choices that are going to be coming up soon. So
I think that's going to really look cool.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, Joey. I'm gonna let Joey get back to this because this is a lot of work, and I told him I need this done tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I only got 23 hours left.
Yeah, so I better stop talking and he better get in there and start working. Just kidding. It's gonna take a long time for this to happen. So this is part of the process where I'm gonna drop these parts off. I'm gonna let him take his time, get this stuff done, make it look right. And then I'm gonna come back, and then when I get it back, I'll have to trim these, fit them to the floor, and make them fit properly on the floor. But I also have some ideas for how I'm gonna make them go onto the floor again and make them look right and pretty them up, and you know, all that extra stuff you really don't need to do, because that's what I do over here on this channel. So we're back from Florida Metalcraft, where my friend Matt used the plasma table to cut out some really cool brackets. We did the hexagon shapes here in this one, which is gonna be on the floor right here. And obviously we're having hexagon carbon floors made for this car, so I think that would be a really cool accent to just a little thing that not a lot of people will notice, but now you guys are gonna get to see this, and I think it's gonna make the car look that much better. So not only do we have those there, I got a couple more brackets and braces to strengthen up this car. So I'm gonna weld across here and make this a little stronger. We also have this piece here to make this a little stronger right there. This will give a lot more strength to this section here, because I feel like we've already cut and grinded and welded, and this has been welded before. So any more strength that we could give to this area would be better, especially since this car doesn't have very many safety features in it. This piece here is gonna go like this on the edge, and that way we will still be able to have our closeout panel that goes right there. So that's enough talking. Like I always say, let's get to welding, because we got to get over to Jonathan's later on tomorrow, where he's already sprayed some test samples for us, and he sent me some pictures and they look dope. They look really good. I definitely want to have you guys comment down below and let me know which one you think would be best. I'm not going to tell you guys what color I'm going to go with the car yet, but I have already decided on a color, and I can tell you that all 3 of these colors will work very well with the color that we've decided to go with. So with that being said, let's get working and get these things welded in place.
The first steps with any welding is getting your metal clean, because if you don't have clean metal, you're not going to get a good weld. If you guys are at all sensitive to light, this would be the time to turn away. Welding is such a satisfying thing to do, especially when you can get the welder dialed in as nice as this welder is.
Friends are now my enemies. Always tell you what to do. Can't keep up with all the bullshit they're throwing your way. Always looking for the easy way. Now they're walking over you. Yeah.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. The H&S Auto Shot welder is freaking awesome. Take a look at how nice this turned out. I am really, really happy with this. This looks amazing. And our hexagons came out really, really, really good. Super stoked about this, but I still have one more side to do. The sun is going down like always in this shop. Been working all day. Actually, we spent a lot of time getting other parts and things like that taken care of, but now it's time to finish the other side, so I'm gonna keep moving. We got all the gussets welded in. The car is looking amazing. Take a look at how nice this turned out. So as you can see over here, we have our hexagon gusset in there. We have the gussets on top. We have this bar here gusseted as well as these guys there. I still need to grind this one, clean it up and smooth it out. But man, this thing came out amazing. And it's a huge thanks to H&S Auto Shot who set me up with this welder and made this thing look like no other. Also, this helmet is really, really cool. It doubles as a grinding mask as well. You just have to flip a little switch inside. And if you don't flip that switch back, you will get your eyes burned by the bright lights from the welder. But it also has a little red light that flashes inside and lets you know that it's on grinder. So try to pay attention to that. I didn't pay attention to that. Anyway, guys, this thing is looking great. Now I got all of the stuff set up. I have a carbon floor being made. I have carbon panels being made. I have the whole frame ready to get powder coated soon. I still have to decide on what color I'm gonna go with. But before I do that, I need to go over to Jonathan's. So I'm gonna head over there right now and he's gonna show me some of the samples that I had him do. And then once I get those done, you guys are really gonna see how the vision is gonna come true, because the next step is the color. And I gotta figure out what color I'm gonna put with this. I still am not quite sold on this. But because I chose these 3 different colors, I could go with several different options. So super excited about that, but let's get over there and let's get to Jonathan right now. All right, guys, I am rolling up to John's. I just opened the gate, told him I was coming in the Evo, so he'll know I'll be here. So every time I come here, I always bring the Evo.
You bring her out, dude.
Dude, I gotta drive this car. You did this.
I heard you way down there.
I did a little rip down the street.
Yeah, it was nice. I was in the back, all I heard was
So I love driving this car, man. And honestly, guys, if you didn't know, Jonathan did all the powder work to this car.
I tried.
It looks amazing. Like, all the suspension is powder coated. I know I've shown you guys this before, but let's just take a look. And you can see everything still looks really, really nice. I mean, all that powder work is done by my boy over here.
Hey, are you gonna get demonetized for doing an upskirt view?
Yeah, maybe, but
okay.
She's pretty. She said I could do it. So I'm here now because you have been busy. You have knocked out the powder samples that I asked for, and I'm really excited to see them. So let's go take a look, dude.
Yeah, they're over there.
So okay. Oh, I see them.
See a little glimpse on the
I see them. All right, guys, so this is gonna mirror the color that I wanna put on the car. And I'm not gonna reveal the color just yet, but oh my goodness, that looks amazing, dude. So I thought I was really gonna want white, but now, dude, this looks awesome.
And it's got a very deep pearl with a metallic flake. So Jack said he wanted some type of gold, and I was like, dude, I got this one called Gold-tastic, and it's got this very beautiful, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's got this amazing like
oh my goodness,
glow in the clear, and then it's got
dude,
a nice little metallic flake.
That is heavenly. Right now,
just so
if you
everybody
put
knows,
this above your head right now, like, it looks like a halo. It's so heavenly the way it's glowing. But what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Just so everybody knows, so these came off the burnt car.
Yes.
So we did like an extremely no prep.
Yeah, rough, just get it done kind of thing.
I mean, this could get some internet
Like you
attention.
did this in one day, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so like I'm not complaining about that at all. Like I put a really kind of tight time constraint on Jonathan, and Jonathan is the man because he always literally gets everything done so fast. And I've never had one issue with his work because this man always, and almost every single time, dude, like you come over here and you're like, man, I'm gonna knock this out, I'll get it done. And he never
You're
lies.
making me blush. Stop,
Oh,
dude.
come on,
Stop,
man.
yeah.
Come on. But dude, like this is awesome. So I like the white, but we were just discussing the white and you were saying that there's an issue with putting, I want it to be super white, right? But you said when you put a clear coat on here,
Listen, I'll
it
ask,
changes.
Do you mind if I ask some of the viewers for their, maybe they'll be able to comment and help with this?
Yes.
So I've called Prismatic and I've done their technical team support and stuff. The only way that I can figure out how to put a clear on white is if I low cure it, but then you lose the durability of the powder.
Okay.
So what I was telling Jack was if you're gonna do white on any steel parts, anywhere where light sprays over time, it'll eventually rust. And I'm a detail guy and
Okay.
I don't want them to, it won't be sealed with a clear.
So like if you were doing a billet aluminum wheel, it would be totally fine.
Aluminum, it won't rust, you'll be perfectly fine, it'll hold up.
But
I'm
a steel part, you'll have issues like that where
Yeah.
it'll start kind of rusting over time.
Yeah, just on the little like thread pieces where it doesn't bond.
Gotcha. So
but anyway,
what happens? Like what causes that? Like it's because you're spraying the powder on there, and is it like sharp edges or something like that?
it's the sharp edge. So what ends up happening is because it's so sharp right there, it'll actually melt off the very tip of it. It's just a thing with the powder. You could always maybe low cure it and run back over it. But what I like to do is seal all my parts. So let's say like the gold color, this does it.
Gosh,
this one
that pops.
Yeah, I could put a clear over it and it doesn't change the color. If I put a clear over this and full cure it like it's supposed to keep the durability, it eggshells.
Okay, so
and
it gets
turns
like
yellow.
off-white.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
and we don't
just
want
looks-
that
it
because
looks hideous.
this, if I was to do that on the car, it has to be fully white. Like it has to be a really, really nice white. So I do have some aluminum parts that we might be putting white on, but I think I'm leaning more towards the gold. So let's take a look at this yellow though, because that's, I mean, it's just straight yellow, but that looks so good.
This reminds me of a long journey in the meadow. You ever see those posts with the girls in the middle of a sunflower field?
Dude, it's like you hold on, you gotta put it beside your head. There you go. Dude, that looks really good though. So explain to me, like, what is the process of this yellow? This is just a straight yellow with a clear over it?
Yeah, this is just as yellow as you can get. The famous yellow term would be Brembo yellow that everybody
Okay,
asks for.
so that is Brembo yellow.
This is Brembo yellow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
it's
I really like this color. I'm not too sold on this though. Like I'm thinking to myself, like this will probably take away from the accents of the car, but I am really liking this gold. So I'm gonna keep thinking about this. We have some really good options here, and I don't think I'm leaning more towards white as much anymore. I actually was wanting white way more when I came over here. I was like, oh, I'm gonna probably go choose with white, dude. But now I'm looking at these and I'm like, okay, well, I kind of like these two, and I'm leaning more towards gold. Which color do you think looks the best? And let's just say the color on the outside of the car is gonna be a very loud color. It's gonna be a Lamborghini color. So that's my hint. That's all I'm gonna tell you guys until we reveal the color. But I really like the way that gold looks, and I think it's going to complement the Lamborghini color.
Quick montage.
Really nice. Montage?
quick montage video. Just hold it and just
Oh yeah, look at that. Yes.
let the viewers actually see it in the sunlight. There's gold.
Yes, so there's your gold. Your white, super white looks good, but it won't be white if we clear it.
I got some yellow.
And yellow. Oh, that yellow looks good too though.
Such a great like caliper color, man.
It is, because that could be a good accent color. We could do yellow seatbelts and yellow stitch,
Yes.
but you know, we can also do another stitch color.
Yeah.
I won't say.
Yeah. Gotta keep some things a little low key.
Awesome. So I'm gonna take these back to the shop. I'm gonna have these sitting around the shop and kind of look around and see, you know, man, is this the color I'm sold on? But Jonathan here is gonna be getting a new shop, and we're gonna bring the frame to him. He's gonna take care of that for us, and I can't wait to do that. But before we do all that, we got a lot more work to do. Thank you so much, bro. Like really, seriously, like come here, bring it. Dude, like I came over here and I was like, Jonathan, can you do this in like 2 days? And he's like, bro, I got you. And he had a car that he was already gonna do white on, so he did that. I came back, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks cool. Came back today and he's got the yellow and the gold done. I mean, what a friend, dude. This guy is a great guy. If you guys in the Central Florida area and you want powder coat done, Luxury Choice Powders is the way to go. Is Luxury Choice Powders?
Yeah, Luxury Choices, but I have the Instagram for the Luxury Choice Powders for random stuff. Yeah.
So if you need to check somebody out to get some powder coat done, all of our friends have been using Jonathan now. He did the GT3, he did the Ferrari, he did all of the Evo, he did, what else did you do? You did Arnold's
McLaren.
Yeah. So there's been a ton of our friends that he's already come to him, and every single one of them, without a doubt, is like, bro, this is setting my car apart. Your work is amazing, and you are a great guy.
Hey, let me tell you something else too. The best part of life is when you can meet good people and build dreams together.
Absolutely. I'm gonna clip to so. He's building a Supra as well, and wait.
We got a little race going on behind closed doors.
Yeah. So he's got a chrome block that is like the hot boy of the hot boy, and you guys know me. I'm like, I love hot boy stuff, and I'll clip that in later on. But dude, like, it looks awesome. Can't wait to see it. But now I got to get back to the shop. I'm gonna head over there. I'm gonna head back over there. I got a few more things I got to do, and then yeah, we got a lot of choices to make. I'll see you there. We're back at the shop. We got a ton of work done this week, guys. We went to Joey. We got some carbon fiber floors being made of the hexagon carbon. We got the gussets cut on a CNC plasma, and we have hexagons cut into the gussets that went on the floor, which you'll be able to see from inside of the car. And also, we went over to our friend Jonathan, who did 3 different samples of powder coat for us. He did yellow, white, and gold. Vote down below which one you guys like the best. In the next episode, we're going to be getting the wiring harness laid out in this car. We're doing a custom wiring harness with a custom ECU and a custom dash. I'm super excited about that, and I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for that. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.